Hey, what's up everyone? This is Anthony from Anthony's Customs, and for this video we're going to be looking at my newest custom, which is a Marvel Legends / DC Universe Classics Apocalypse. Now technically it's Marvel Legends because that's what he is. He's Marvel, and he's meant to go with the Marvel Legends collection, but we made him out of DCUC Collect and Connect Atom Smasher because he has the perfect build. My customer wanted a 90s-esque Apocalypse, like the more basic style Apocalypse where he didn't have the gigantic chest and arms and peanut head like the Build-A-Figure Marvel Legends figure. So we used the Atom Smasher body because it puts him at just about the right size for what we wanted. He's, let's see, he is 9 inches tall, so that puts him just a little bit over the Legends, so he's going to be just a little bit bigger. He's not humongous, and he doesn't have those hugely odd proportions. Everything fits in relatively normal scale, normal size person, just bigger. And that's what we were going for, and this is very reminiscent. It's intended to be reminiscent of the old 90s toy. The good one, there are a couple different ones that sucked, but the one that is also the same as the 10-inch one, there's a 5 and a 10-inch of the exact same figure, and his color scheme is based on that for the most part. There were not 2 of the dark blues, though. I added the dark blue that's in here just to modern him up a little bit and to keep him a little bit less 90s looking. He's reminiscent, but not exactly. And then we made the collar thing just a little bit smaller from a design perspective. We didn't want it to look all huge and extraordinary like they do on the, like it does on the Build-A-Figure. So what I did was took Atom Smasher, of course, and I sculpted the belt onto him and the A there, and this thing here, this extra chest piece, whatever you call that, it also goes onto the back. Sculpted all of that, and I sculpted the shoulder pads and the collar. The collar, oh my goodness, that was not fun to make at all. To get it to be even on both sides, sculpting geometric shapes, not a fun thing. And even though it's rounded in some areas, there are a lot of square edges and flat sides and things like that, so that was not fun. And then I made it so that it wraps around with this piece and this piece down here, so that's all sculpted by hand. Now the shoulder pads weren't as bad since they're rounded and they're a little easier to do. You don't have to get the square edges just right, but they're kind of a pain in the butt. Wasn't as easy as I had anticipated, but got it done. And then we put the shrunken down Build-A-Figure Apocalypse head on there because the head's pretty much the same as it was originally. It has a little extra motion. I made it so that it could lean side to side just a little bit to give him some expression as you're posing him. We decided to go with the red eyes because I think it makes him look a little bit more menacing. I know sometimes he has white eyes, but I prefer the red, and it was a nice addition, nice composition choice, I think. So then he has the lighter blue. The hands, or the arms, are all just Atom Smasher. I just added to the hands to make them look more like Apocalypse. And then the light blue and the dark blue, this color here, is pretty much exactly what the original toy looked like, so we maintained that, and then the feet are still just Atom Smasher. I added the tubes from the Toy Biz figure that I'm talking about, actually, just as kind of to pay homage to the original figure. I repainted those, and I recessed them into the waist and into the arms, and I added the little receptacle thingies right there for them to, it looks like they go into that, but that's actually just sculpted around it. It's not part of the arm. I mean, it's connected to it technically, but you know, it goes into the arm. That's just for looks, technically speaking, I guess. Whatever. Okay, so anyway, the hands, since the original figure had interchangeable hands, I didn't want to duplicate those exactly. He actually had interchangeable arms, but we went with hands. So he has, as one of his options, a saw blade. It does spin. It is functioning. It's not a real saw blade, of course, though. So he has that. And then he also has a blaster. And those can go on either side. So we can deck him out, give him both weapons, and then he is good to go. And he has all of the original DCUC articulation figure. He's a larger figure and he's Apocalypse, so he's pretty much going to be standing still for the most part. He's not going to be in a whole ton of dynamic poses, so DCUC articulation worked fine. And like I said, it gave us the perfect sculpt, the perfect musculature, and the perfect scale, so it worked out nicely. I think I'm pretty happy with it. I do like it. I definitely like the classic looking figures, the 90s-esque figures, more than all these new modern designs that they keep coming out with, so I was happy to make a kind of old school Apocalypse. I was really happy to do that. And the customer's happy, so what more can you ask for? So there it is, guys. Thanks for watching. Stay tuned for more figure reviews, custom figures, and other good stuff. In the meantime, keep collecting.